everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm looking a little different, but I let my facial hair grow and I cut my hair. So there's that. Anywho, we are doing a Face of Painted Makeup by James Charles. If you don't know who that is, James Charles, the makeup beauty guru. A little controversial, but we're not getting into the controversy because I don't want to. Anyways, his products are incredible and I have a bunch of painted products right here, and I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do a nice basic look with them, and I'm also gonna be doing a cool artistry look on this side, and this is more of a tutorial style video, so grab your makeup brushes if you want to recreate this look, and let's just get into this. Okay guys, so I have my hair pulled back. I just did my brow. This is going to be the neutral side, which we're going to be doing first. With the basic canvas palette. This retails for I think $55 US. These are all the shades. And also, this is not sponsored by Painted at all. This is just a painted look and tutorial, I guess I'm trying to do, for beginners and for makeup artists. You know, just a fun little video. Okay, starting with this basic eye, I'm gonna go for like more of a halo eye vibe on both sides. I think actually for the rainbow or artistry side, I'm gonna do something more like a cut crease. Anyways, I'm just going to take a flat brush. It's pretty puffy, or you could take any brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade Sugar. So we're taking this shade to basically mattify our concealer that we placed for the eyebrows, and we don't want to mattify it too much because we still want it to be a tiny bit sticky for the eyeshadow. So we're just putting a little bit of powder so it doesn't crease, and it should look like that. It's not super matte, but if you feel it, it's still a tiny bit sticky for your eyeshadow. Next, we're going to take a fluffy brush like this, and we are going to go into the shade. I'm gonna say Daisy or Fox. I'm thinking Daisy. I'm just gonna take a little bit like that. And we're gonna start by tapping lightly right here on the outer corner. Okay. First we start out with tapping, and then we're gonna start blending in light circular motions, okay? And we're gonna start dragging it all across the eye. And it's not really showing up too much at first, but we don't wanna go all at once. So we're gonna take a little bit more. Start lightly blending it across the eye, like so. Make sure you're not putting too much product because less is more. You don't wanna overdo your eyeshadow. And it should look something like this. I personally want a little bit more color, so I'm gonna put some more shadow. And we're just gonna blend that upwards to almost to the brow, but not all the way, because we still want a little bit of white in there. Okay, this is what it's looking like. And then we're gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush like so, and I'm thinking about going into the shade Famous right here. Do a few taps. And this is more of a warm look, so since we're doing more of a halo vibe, we're just gonna tap this right on the outer corner, but closer to the eye. And you're gonna just keep tapping like that, then start slowly blending a little bit. We don't want it blended like the last shade. We don't want it all across the lid, okay? We just want it lightly blended at the end of the eye and coming forward inward. And we're just gonna make sure that your eye shape, like that it aligns with your eye shape. For me, I like to have it stop right at the end right here. So you just blend it out and upwards a tiny bit. And there we go. That is it blended, and I think that looks fabulous. Now we're gonna go a little bit with Famous again, and we are gonna go in right in the inner corner, okay? This can seem a little scary, but trust me, y'all, it's fine. We're just gonna keep tapping and then blending in closer inward towards the eye. Start blending it a tiny bit. Again, be very careful with your blending. And then we're just gonna, I guess, connect them right like so. Okay, for me, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of Daisy on this brush, and I'm going to go on top of that just to lightly blend those out. It also just really helps with the look, and it just brightens it up. We're gonna take a smaller flat brush, then we're gonna go into the shade, I'm thinking Gampy? Yeah, Gampy, right here. We're just gonna take a little bit like this, a few taps. We're gonna go even lower than that. We're gonna go kind of where you'd put your eyeliner, okay? We're just gonna go really lightly, okay? And we're not doing lots of tapping. We're kind of just doing this motion, okay? Make sure you don't get it in the middle either. I accidentally do that all the time because we still want a little bit of white there. Take a little bit more if you need to, and then we're gonna go into the inner corner. I'm kind of just spreading that out nicely, like so. Then we're gonna lightly blend it and buff it into the other shades, okay? Don't go up too high, remember, do not go up too high. Okay, so we have that going on. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and go back into the shade Famous, I think it was, yes. And then we're going to lightly blend those together. See, eyeshadow is all about the layering, okay? It's about taking your time with the shades. And you're just gonna blend literally where it was before, and you're blending all that darkness together so it doesn't look so weird. And there we go. That is the nice little base for the eye. We're gonna go in with shade Creamsicle right here, and I'm just gonna put that above where shade Daisy was because it is a lot lighter, just for more depth and dimension. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this. I'm thinking since this look is more warm and pinky, we're gonna go in with, I don't know which one would look best. I'm thinking maybe a mix of Gold Coast and Cloud, is it called? Cloud 9. Okay, first I'm gonna go in with Gold Coast, this gold shimmer. We're not gonna do too much, like that much. And then we're gonna go kind of where we had those two shades blend together. We're gonna go right in that spot. We're just gonna do tapping motions, okay? We don't wanna go all the way up, okay? Kind of like in this spot, you still want a little bit of shadow on the top right there because I just think it looks good. But you can also do that if you want to. It really doesn't matter, this is all preference. We're just gonna take even more of Gold Coast and just stamp it in a circle, kind of like a circular pattern. We don't wanna go all the way to the end and all the way to the corner. We're keeping it like a halo eye, just in the middle lightly like this. And we're gonna take it down to that spot we have that is still where there's no eyeshadow. Okay, we're gonna take Cloud 9, that pink shimmer now, and then we're gonna go kind of on top of it a little bit. I personally like a lot of shimmer, so I'm gonna do a little bit more up here. Okay, and it should be looking like this. This is really pretty so far, but we're not done yet, okay? We're gonna go back to this brush, take a little bit of Famous, and blend that in with the shimmers. And guys, when I tell you, beginners, it makes your eye look so much better. Look at that. When you just blend it in with the shimmer a little bit. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this look. This is such a good everyday eye. It's just so stunning, and I'm happy I get to teach you guys how to do this. This is the beginner eye all complete. But if you want more depth, stay tuned because I'm gonna show y'all how you can get more depth. If you're going in like a night out, then you can take a little brush like this, okay? Nice and pointy. We're gonna go in the shade Theodore, which is the blackest black in the palette. Or if you just wanna do a brown, a dark brown, you can do Lava Cake, which is a good option. But for today, I'm gonna do Lava Cake because this is more beginner friendly and I recommend a brown. Also, guys, doing your eyeliner with this is much easier than liquid, so I also recommend that for beginners. We're gonna start with the outer end of the eye, okay? We're just gonna flick it upward. Oh, flick it upwards like that. And I kind of messed up a little bit, but it's okay. We're just gonna pull it in like so. And I'll end up fixing this anyway. This is also why I do my eyeshadow before my base, because sometimes it'll get a little messy. We're gonna go in with this brush and with the Access shade. I'm gonna just do a little bit of that, blend it with the eye. There you go. That looks pretty decent. You also have to remember we don't have the base or we don't have any lashes on. So this eyeliner is gonna look a little bit big. And we want that. We're gonna go in with Lava Cake again. We're gonna go very carefully right here. Not in the eye, but right above it. Now let's move on to the Create Paint. You can use this as a beginner super easily, okay? I promise you, these paints you can use as beginners. So as a beginner, you're gonna take a little bit, not a lot, like that much. We're gonna go in with the painted J5 brush. This is what it is. And I'll put the retail price of this on the screen. The paints retail for $15 each. And the brushes, I don't know what the J5 goes for, but I'll put it up. I'm going to take some on the brush and do like a circular motion because you don't want too much product. And then we're gonna wipe it off on the hand. So now it's coated a little bit. We're gonna tight line, okay? Now the first time doing this, your eyes are probably gonna water a little bit, but you'll get used to it. This makes your eyes look bigger altogether. And of course you can keep it really beginner friendly and not do all the liners and stuff, but this just adds a lot more detail. Now we're gonna go back in with this brush and take a little bit of Lava Cake. We're just gonna put a little bit right here and kind of connect it with our eyeliner. And now we look like a little raccoon a little bit, but I'm just gonna blend it out with a small brush. And I'll get back to you when it's more blended. After a little tweaking and messing around, this is the eye we have. Ultimately, this makes your eye look a little bit more pulled out and also a little bit bigger. Obviously, you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to add all the liners and stuff, but I think it just looks nice. And this is without lashes. My base done, so I know it looks weird, but again, makeup is all trust the process. Guys, this is the finished eye. I just put some mascara on and a half lash, and this is what the eye is looking like. It's really easy and simple for a beginner or someone just trying to do an everyday makeup look or just a little nude vibe. Okay, now that this look is done, we're gonna go on to the more time-consuming, more makeup artistry side. Okay, for this side, I'm going for a blue vibe. I accidentally stopped my recording and I started putting a little bit of blue, but it's okay. But I did my base the exact same as that, so there's that. A small brush kind of like this, and we're gonna start building our crease. I'm gonna take the shade Deep End, which is this, lightly tap that, and create a crease. We're gonna do this by tapping and moderately blending it. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the black and deep end and just kind of slowly mix those together. Very carefully, because we don't want the black to be too crazy. That all the way out. Like this. And we're just gonna take deep end and go a little bit over it. Then we're gonna take a smaller, fluffier brush, and then we're gonna go in with shade Aquamarine right here. And this is gonna help us blend it to a lighter shade. And that's kind of how it's gonna start to look, which is perfect. Take a little bit more of Aquamarine and blend those nicely together. We don't want to do too crazy. I'm gonna take this, you can go for a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna go very careful into the shade Fiji and lightly blend all of this top part, just very lightly. And I know it looks crazy now, but once we cut this, it'll look really nice. I'm going to take this brush, a very nice flat brush, so we're able to cut that crease and put a little bit of concealer on the eye already. If you have hooded eyes, be careful. Make sure you put your crease up higher. And that is the crease cut. This brush, I'm going with Fiji, the lighter blue shade, and kind of just put some of that to help blend it out. Now we're gonna take a really thin flat brush like this, and we're gonna go in with the shade Deep End, again, this dark blue. We're gonna stencil out like a little liner. We're gonna go with this and take this shade Fiji, the light blue, kind of just blend it under the eye. And I'm just gonna fix up my cut crease like that, just to bring it up a little bit more. That's why we keep it down, and then we go up if we need to. And then there we go. Okay, now we're at the point where we can take a flat brush like this, put the white shade called Titanium, just a nice white, and then go and set it in place. Take the painted liner brush. I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Pool Day with it, and we're gonna create, this is the shade by the way, in case you didn't see it. We're gonna create like a little liner effect with this. And there you have it. There is the cut crease like that. Okay, now we're gonna take the light blue shade again and just blend this out. The eyeliner always looks really weird before the lashes, so always just remember that. But there we have it. This is the blue look. And with lashes, y'all, this is gonna eat. Also, if it was on both eyes, like, I feel like I would like it so much more. Might actually add a little bit of dark blue here. Okay, there we have it. I'm gonna put some lashes on, and we're gonna come back, and y'all are gonna see this look. Hey guys, this is the look with a lash on, and we got to get the base going so the whole thing could be completed, but I will be back when we get to the painted blush. Guys, y'all, I totally forgot about the painted sponge. We're gonna be using her for foundation today. I'm actually not wetting it because I don't know. I haven't been wetting my foundation. I've been wetting my beauty blender lately because I don't know, I just feel like I like it more like this. But we're just gonna do a quick little foundation. It also like is so quick doing my foundation. Like it blends everything so fast. Okay, it's time to go and use the painted blushes. I like to do a little bit of the cream blush first before I put on my regular blush. Use this and I'm just gonna do like 2 taps. And like this, you wanna just go on both sides with it, to be honest. Do some concealer now. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be back with the finished makeup look. This is the finished painted makeup look. We have the little nude beginner side, and then we have the more dramatic, more artistry side. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also used the blushes, the tools, and the liner. And I'm really loving what came out of this. This is this eye. And then there's this eye. Honestly, this simple eye is honestly my favorite. I really love it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.